where we try to answer your questions and try to help you on board to Tatmeen. Before we start, just wanted to let you know that this call is recorded and we will be sharing the recording with the group on the YouTube channel dedicated for these Tatmeen workshops after this call. Everyone on this call is muted. So if you have any question, please raise your hand. I will allow you to unmute your mic and then you can post your question. If we don't have any questions for the next half an hour till 11:30, then we will wrap up this call. Moaz, good morning. Can you please unmute yourself?
Good morning, Mr. Nibal. Uh, I'm raising this issue second time. Last month also I raised in the Tatmeen downloadable reports. We are getting one file incoming. In that, the last 15 to 20 days transactions are not appearing. Though we are receiving the delivery from the vendors on a daily basis,
Mm.
as for example, today also I generated, it is still showing the last in as a 28th January 2025. So since more than 16 days, I have not received any data. Last time also I did the same, and then the ticket was resolved, and the report was also showing correctly.
Okay, Moaz, do you mind sending us the today's report, what you see today on the portal? Because we don't have access to see what you see. This is why I'm saying if you can download it now and send it to us and mention that this is downloaded today.
Yeah.
Let's check, let's review with the team, with the technical team, and just to make sure uh, that we are on the right page. I think you already created a ticket, but I just want to receive today's report, if possible.
Yes, I have attached the today's report
Okay,
also in the
okay,
ticket 7574.
got it, got it. I'll follow up with that and let me see what's going on here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No worries. Imran, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Nibal. How are you?
Good, good, Imran. Good.
Yeah, Nibal. Two things actually. One is the when we are uploading the data onto the Tatmeen side. Previously, we were receiving the successful notification emails. These emails are right now is not coming.
Correct, because the file upload, you will immediately receive successful processing. But later on, I'll tell you why you're not receiving it because now it's in the message log. You can just go to the message log and check the status. Previously, message log wasn't showing these. So
Okay.
once we activated the message log, we disabled the emails.
Okay. So the message log, the user has to see it from their side, from the portal, and they can log in into their ID, and then they can see the message log directly from there.
Correct. But they are already logged in because they are already uploading the
Yeah.
file.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So,
Actually, they are
and
not
just give
uploading.
it,
No. Actually, we are not uploading through the browser. We are using a third-party software through
oh,
which
B2B.
it will be between that one.
Correct. But also, you can still see the message log. The support user who's associated with that business to business user, B2B user, will be able to view the message log. That's one thing. The other thing, the Spock can also view it, but we do not recommend either of these. We recommend that the service provider creates something called message status query, which is after sending a message, give it a couple of minutes, and then send a message status query to check what is the status of my message. The system will automatically reply with the status, whether it was successfully processed or not.
Yeah, actually, that the system is giving that for that time actually. But the problem is when we are uploading a huge shipment from there, and if some of the items contains a problem, let's say the GTIN is not included into a shipment permit, or there will be a discrepancy in the quantity,
Mm.
then it is having a problem that some of them is uploaded, some of them is not uploaded.
No,
So
the whole file gets failed. The whole file fails.
the whole file failed. Actually, it is
Correct.
the yeah. Actually, the software is designed in a way that it is uploading batch by batch. So
Correct.
maybe it is
That's
so
your software. But from
yeah, yeah.
Tatmeen's side, if you send a file with 50,000 and you have one item which is causing an error, the whole file fails. The 50,000 fails. Now,
Uh,
also one more thing, the email that you were receiving was not 100% accurate. The email was saying the file was received but not successfully processed, or successfully received but not successfully processed. In all cases, even when that email was live, you still have to do the message status query.
your voice disrupted.
I'm saying even when that email was triggered, that email doesn't mean that it was successfully processed. It only means that it was successfully received for processing, and the structure of it was correct. Later on, after it gets processed, then you need to run the message status query to know the status.
Okay. And the other query, as you mentioned, that the user which has been tagged up for with the software, so that user will have the permission to view the reports as well, or only the Spock can view the reports?
No, not the user itself. The B2B user cannot
Mm.
access the Tatmeen portal. But when you
Okay.
created that B2B user, there is a field for support email address. That support
Okay.
user is allowed to log into the portal and view the message log.
Okay. And the reports for the daily transaction and everything, that is with the Spock.
The
Previously,
Spock
we
and,
checked.
and the support user, and the support user can view it.
Actually, on the support user, it was not appearing, and my Spock was not able to give in the rights to them. So, is there any guideline or the manual is there how to assign that role to that support user to view that these reports or assign these reports?
Yes, training manual for user management. It is on tatmeen.ae.
It's on Tatmeen today. Is it possible you can copy the link in the chat so that we can directly copy it?
Imran, it's tatmeen.ae.
Okay,
It's
okay, I will check
yeah,
from
it's
there.
the
No
same
problem.
website. Yeah.
Same way. Okay,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
No problem. No problem. Chaitanya, good morning.
Hi Nibal, good morning.
Hey, good
Hope
morning.
you're
Good
doing
morning,
well.
Chaitanya. All good, all good. Thank you, Chaitanya.
Okay. Yeah, so Nibal, I have two questions regarding the Tatmin guide. So where it mentioned the unpacking of parent, right? Um,
Correct.
yeah. So for the unpacking of parent, uh, if it is a say it as complete parent, then it was indicated that the SGTN is automatically decommissioned in the Tatmin system, saying it as if we post an unpacking message
Hmm.
with an complete unpacking of parent, then the parent serial number would be decommissioned. So is it
No,
only for yeah?
no.
Hmm?
We have updated that. If you go to tatmeen.ae and you go to the updates page, we have changed that actually, Chaitanya. The technical
Okay.
guideline might still need to be updated,
Hmm?
but we stopped that. The SSCC is not getting decommissioned now, so you can still
Okay.
reuse the SSCC.
Okay. So which means uh, if I have a pallet and in my warehouse I have done an unpacking of complete pallet and the pallet is still active in the Tatman system. I'm just posting an unpacking. So now I can reuse the same pallet
Yes,
serial number for the next packing. Or
correct.
else if I want to decommission, if I don't want to use the same pallet serial number, then do I need to post a decommissioning message to Tatmin?
Yes, if you don't want to use it anymore, then you can decommission it. Yes,
Okay.
for any
And is it
reason.
same? Okay. And is it same applicable for SGTNs as well, SGTN parent?
Um, for SG10, it wasn't getting decommissioned when you do unpack all. It was only for SSCC in the past.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it
For
means
now,
for
if you want
both
to get
SG.
rid of it, if you want to get rid of it, because you don't want it to show in your stock report, it does not show if it doesn't have any eaches. The stock report is showing the eaches, not the shipper cases, not the SSCCs. So if it's
Okay.
empty, it will not show. However, if you want to be sure that you got it out of the system, you can run a decommissioning event for it.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Hmm?
Okay. And my other question was regarding the shipping return messages or receiving return messages. So what I understood from the guidelines was as an image, when we ship the goods to our distributor and they found a discrepancy in their system, they'll be initiating the shipping return, saying it as they're returning the data or the stock back to the image. So the shipping return has to be initiated by distributor only after posting and receiving of the stock, or they can initiate without posting a receiving transaction. Because when, as an MIH, we ship the goods to customer and we post the data to Tatmeen, the ownership was getting changed from MIH to distributor, right? So for the distributor to initiate the shipping return, first they have to receive the stock in their warehouse by posting a receiving message to Tatmeen,
Mhm.
and at that point of time they can initiate the shipping return, or they can initiate without posting a receiving message.
No, okay. So if they have found the discrepancy before they do the receiving, then the
Mhm,
shipper must be doing the shipping return. Okay. However, if they receive the items, so you are the MH, you sent it to the licensed agent, you performed shipping event, they performed
mhm,
receiving event. Now they
mhm,
found the discrepancy. After they have found the discrepancy, then they need to do return receiving, and then you need to do return shipping. Okay. However, if you do the shipping and they found
mhm,
the discrepancy, or you figured out there is a discrepancy before they do receiving, you can do cancel shipping,
mhm.
void shipping. So that's a different process. So if first scenario, ship, cancel ship, or void ship. The second scenario, ship, receive, return ship.
Okay, so I was a bit confused on the terminology. So return shipping in the sense, uh, distributor is doing a return shipping, or
No, return receiving. The distributor will be doing return receiving. So he will be canceling the receiving part. Bharadwaj, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been a little bit away on that. Uh, so
Um,
MH will do the shipping, license agent will do the receiving. Now we want to return the shipment back to the MH. The MH, the license agent will do return receiving, and then the MH will do return shipping. Correct?
yes, once the items are received,
Hmm.
the receiver will perform the shipment return shipping.
Okay.
And after successful return shipping, again the MAH or the shipper will perform the return receiving.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
So yeah, that's how it is
that's the
generally.
flow.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's the vice versa, return shipping and return
Correct.
receiving. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
so now MH has received the goods into his warehouse. Like as per Tappaint, the ownership was changed once MH has posted a return receiving. So at this point of time, can MH ship the goods again to the Tatmeen, or the return goods cannot be shipped?
Yeah, it can. It can. Now it's back to the possession, normal possession of the MH. So you can do whatever you want with it. Yes. The
Okay.
return shipping and return receiving do not affect the possibility to circulate the goods within the supply chain.
Okay, okay, great. And there is one more query regarding the status change messages. Like there were damaged goods, stolen goods, exportation, lost, missing goods. So these were applicable to MH, or the local distributors.
Everyone, everyone. There is no limit. The only limit here is no, I think there is no limit. There's no limit for anything you can do. It's just the commissioning where it is limited to the MAH and license agent. But all other activities on Tatmeen are open for any supply chain participant.
Okay, so which means, like for example, say it as when MAs have done a shipping
Mhm.
transaction from his end, saying the goods were shipped to distributor. So now MAs can't post a damaged goods event, right? Because there is a change of ownership. At that point of time, he cannot post anything. But before the goods are getting shipped, like after commissioning and aggregation posted to Tatmeet,
Yeah,
at that point of time, only these transactions were allowed, right?
correct. They can dispense it if they want from their side as well. If they decide to sell it, they can still dispense it. Okay, so any event, not only dispensation, damage, whatever you name it.
Okay. And there is one more message called exporting from UAE. Like if you say
Yes,
it's export event.
that also causes decommission. Yes,
Okay. So at what point of time these transaction to be used?
if if these items were sent to the licensed agent and the licensed agent re-exports them to some other country, that's one thing. Other cases, you are the MH in a free zone, in Jabal Ali free zone. Let's say you commissioned some items because you wanted to ship them to the UAE, but the MOHAP inspector rejected them and said this they do not comply with the UAE regulation. You have to take them out of the system. Then you decommission them by exporting them to some other country.
Okay, okay, got it, Nimal. And one more question regarding the recall process, right? So once as an MH, if we have any recall, we'll initiate the recall, and when we initiate the recall, the dispensing will not be allowed in the Tatmeen system for the recalled products or batches. So at that
Correct.
point of time, there is a reverse logistic flow where the retailers has to ship it back to distributor, wholesaler, and get it back to the MH. So at this point of times,
Not
right?
necessarily. Not necessarily. The recall, the recall is either you do that, you return it to the MH, or
Hmm?
you just destroy it probably at your location and get a proof of destruction. But not necessarily that you return it to the MH. It depends on the recall circular issued by the ministry, by now EDE. What does the recall circular say? Do you need to return it? Do you need just to hold it for some time? It depends.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it is needs to return it back to the supplier, so in that case, do the entities has to do any transaction in TACME?
Shipping, receiving, everything is allowed except for dispensation.
Okay, it means they need to follow the reverse logistic flow, saying they're shipping from wholesaler, sorry, distributor to wholesaler, wholesaler back
Possible,
to MH.
possible, or just do ship and receive without return shipping and return receiving. Just initiate a new shipping event.
Yeah, okay, okay. And once MH has received the goods set, because when they do the reverse logistic, it will just say it as MH, the inventory is now with MH. So do we need to post any destruction events for for the recalled products?
If the circular says that you have to destroy them, then yes, it depends on the circular by the EDE.
Okay, so it will be mentioned in the circular. If it has to be destroyed, then again it goes with the decision by the UAE regulation
Correct.
saying whether it has to be destroyed in the distributor warehouse or it has to be destroyed back in the
Yes.
supplier warehouse.
Or
Okay,
just temporary block until they do some further testing and then they might release it.
okay, okay. Got it, Nimal. Yeah, that's all the queries I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chaitanya. Yeah, Arun, sorry you've been waiting for a while. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, good morning, Nibol.
Good morning.
Uh, Nibol, actually, we went live with the Tatmin portal
Mhm.
and we would like to make an integration with our pharmacy software. So what we have done is since we have started with the staging, but unfortunately all our vendors went live, so we are not able to get the staging data to do the integration part
Sure.
to
No,
test
no
it.
problem. Just send us an email, Arun, to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Give us your GLN that you want to
Okay.
do the testing on, and the support team, will create some serial numbers and ship them to your location. So you can start doing the process of receiving it in your central warehouse location and distributing it to your pharmacies. So we can provide you with sample data. No
Yeah,
problem.
so so for that data, so we need to give it to our vendor to do integration testing. So all those things we can use it that one.
You don't need to give anything. We will just tell you that we have shipped it to you and you can figure it out from your portal. You can download the in transit report showing the items that are in transit to your location in the staging portal itself. So, you just need an answer from us saying, or you just need to tell us which GLN should be receiving those sample data, and
Uh,
we'll send it to you.
okay, so I have to email my GLN number to the Tatmin onboarding, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's the question. Thank you,
Mhm.
Nibal.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Before I forget, just a small announcement. Since we are now part of EDE, and the Tatmeen program is gradually, or the plan is to move it to EDE instead of Mohab, so there will be changes in the URL. We don't have a timeline for that. We don't have we don't know when the URL of Tatmeen will be changed to tatmeen.ede.gov.ae, or this is how we assume the new URL will be. But for anyone who's connected via B2B to Tatmeen, you need to keep in mind that at a certain moment, you need to go to your system and change all the URLs that you are using to ede.gov.ae. That will happen sometime. Not sure when, within a couple of months, 4 months, we don't know. But if you can start the activity of collecting all from your system, all the instances and all the whatever you are sending those using this URL, so that it makes it easy for you to switch to the new URL once we publish it. Just an announcement for everyone. Um, Sierra, Venue, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, we are a drugstore.
Mhm.
We just started using Tatmeen.
Okay.
I have tried it using manually using the SSC and that SSC number,
Mhm.
but it shows an error message. How can I get it resolved? We couldn't receive it.
Okay. Athira, please take a screenshot of the error message that you are receiving and send it to us to onboarding@tatmin.ae. There are lots of reasons why this could be. It might be that this SSCC was not recommissioned to Tatmin correctly, or it might be that your supplier did not ship it to you at all. So there are lots of reasons. This is why we're saying just take a screenshot of the error message that you are receiving. Um, I highly recommend that you go through at least with a minimum the videos on tatmin.ae. There are short videos on the onboarding journey that you can just watch and try to learn more about Tatmeen. Once you are done with those videos, you can check the training manuals. If you are doing receiving, for example, you can go to the training manual for product transfer. There is a short video there and there is a training manual there. You might find the answer that you're looking for in those training manuals. Tatmeen is a big program. Um, so unfortunately, you have to go through the learning curve and go through these documents.
Okay. So
So
it
it's
is possible to do it manually, right?
yes,
Integration, if it is not integrated with any other software,
correct.
also it's fine. Yeah.
You can still use Tatmeen completely using the portal or using a mobile application. So
Oh,
we know that not every company, not every healthcare institute is having a system that can be integrated with Tatmeen. That's why Tatmeen is open for being used as a portal or as a mobile application. So yes, you can completely run your operation without integration.
okay. Understood. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If no further questions, then we can wrap up this call. Again, the link of this video recording will be shared on the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, please reach out to us to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We'll be more than happy to help. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.